Hello, troopers, and welcome back to G.A.R. Productions. Today, we're going to be ranking worst to first the Imperial sets released from 2013 to 2019. This was a incredibly hard list to accomplish. Truly, I think this was some of the peak or the golden years of Lego Star Wars, especially when it comes to a lot of ship and minifigure designs. And the Empire is no different during this time, and they've had many sets. Roughly 20. I have 23 with an honorable mention. I'll see that, and we'll hop right into that because we do need to get started. There's a lot of sets to get through. And the honorable mention spot, I have 75094 Imperial Shuttle Tiderium. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to put this much, much higher, but I felt technically I couldn't because it was a stolen Imperial shuttle and it has nothing but Rebel minifigures. So it is an Imperial vehicle, and it would have probably, for the design of the ship, got it to top 5 status. But I just felt like I couldn't justify calling it an Imperial set when it had Rebel minifigures based on what it was in Episode 6. So it ends up down here in the honorable mention spot. In the bottom of the list, because it breaks, it was still, I think, a cool design, really cool minifigures, but because they break the cardinal rule sin of minifigure packs, that is why set number 75226 Inferno Squad Battle Pack is at the bottom of the list. And I really think these are amazing minifigures. I think this was actually a decent set. Just, again, they break the rule of army building figures. That is the baseline for this set. So, and pretty much all the Imperial sets, at least some of the clone sets and droid sets are like, there's one or two out there that's like, they're not so good, or most of the community doesn't like them. A lot of these Imperial sets, it was a very hard list. It always is, but this one was a hard list to do, and you'll have to let me know down in the comments if you agree or not. Heading into the number 22 spot, I do have 75159 Death Star. There was a couple things I ranked this on. I put it as overall value, innovation, and then quality of the figures, quality of the set. Due to the lack, I think, of innovation between this Death Star and the last Death Star is why I put it down here at the 22 spot. Really nice minifigure selection. Value is okay. Not really, actually, because they raised it $100 for the same thing. So, yeah, and it really didn't change all that much except for the updated minifigures. So that's what it puts down here in the 22nd spot. In the 21st spot, I have 75034 Death Star Troopers. Nice to finally get Imperial Gunners. That was really nice, but the Royal Guards, did they really need to have a battle pack spot? I don't know. Nice to get them, but don't know if they needed to. In the number 20th spot, mostly due to the other, it's only makes up half the spec. I have 75150 Vader's TIE Advance versus A-Wing Starfighter. An amazing, by far the best play scale version of Darth Vader's TIE Advance that we have gotten. Definitely would love to see a new one. And truly perhaps the first proto versus pack that we now see sometimes like once a year. We've seen 2 or 3 of them now in the past few years. This is, I believe, technically the first one back when the set came out. So very amazing design, but again, since it was kind of split, I kind of put down here in the 20th spot. Number 19, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, is truly my personal bias because I do not like the design. The 75262 Imperial Dropship 20th anniversary. That the only reason it's down here is because I do not like the Stormtrooper design. I know, I'm sorry. I know like 33 to 40% of you guys out there do enjoy them. I am not one of those people, and that it does have my bias come out. Number 18, 75207 Imperial Patrol Battle Pack. Nice innovation with some of the figure designs, but what kind of hurts it is putting an officer and a Navy Trooper. Navy Trooper's okay, but the officer's kind of questionable in a battle pack, but those Patrol Troopers are pretty cool. Number 17 spot, these next like 5 all could have been interchanged in my opinion. 75153 ATST Walker, the Rogue One ATST. Think it's a good design. Maybe a little bit over bulky in the head. I don't know. Kind of up for debate. I don't know. I do like it personally, but there are other ATSTs I think are better. So design-wise, minifigure selection was pretty solid. 75106 Imperial Assault Carrier, very nice minifigure lineup, solid set. Again, kind of all very similar sets in quality here. 75152 Imperial Assault Hover Tank, really like this set actually. Love the minifigure design. That's the only time, and probably the only time we'll ever see that minifigure, so very nice to get that. Just up from that, 75083, another I think underrated, honestly, Imperial vehicle, the ATDP. Very beautiful design, a very interesting color scheme, but I don't think it really clashes too bad. Very good set there. The number 13 spot, I do think this is clearly a little bit better. 75082 TIE Advanced Prototype. Very nice set, very nice construction, solid minifigure lineup with the Grand Inquisitor. Maybe could have had a few more minifigures, but still a very, very nice set there. Number 12 spot, I have 75078 Imperial Troop Transport. Again, just what a battle pack should be. 4 just regular troopers. Rebel Stormtroopers are not my favorite. I know people like them. They've grown on me a little bit, but just really didn't like the design of the Rebel Stormtrooper. But as a set, very solid. As a minifigure or as a battle pack build, also very solid. So just gets it a little bit outside the top 10. I know some people might disagree with me on that. The number 11 spot, 75217 Imperial Convex Transport. Really, what carries this thing is some of those minifigures. That Gunner's a really nice design. The range troopers are perfect and amazing. So that's what really helps, I think, carry this set up into the number 11 spot. Just ahead of it in the number 10 spot, I have 75221 Imperial Landing Craft. Really nice design, definitely in my wish list. I had thought about it back then, but I was like, I really only needed one Imperial shuttle for my army. I really didn't need two. Now, looking back, I'm like, kind of want to get the landing craft, so it's kind of back on my want list. Really amazing minifigures. Those sand troopers are highly coveted. Almost wish I just got the set for those sand troopers. Those two alone are worth more than what the set sold for in stores when it was on the shelf stores. But that's usually how it goes with a lot of Lego Star Wars sets, so that's not exactly uncommon. But they're breaking in the number 10 spot. Beautiful ship design. Really like that, and definitely on my wish list. And the number 9 spot, just because I think it was out of the blue, Lego, I think, went to Amazon. It's like, do you want us? Are you willing for us to make this for you? I think is kind of the basis of it. Really amazing design, really cool minifigure lineup. 75251 Darth Vader's Castle. I think a highly underrated set. Really nailed it, blew it out of the park. It keeps showing up consistently in media. Really cool with that Imperial pilot minifigure that is exclusive to that set. We'll probably never see him either. Just a very amazing set, very amazing details, definitely out of left field, and a very amazing and innovative design, in my opinion. Helps get it to the number 9 spot. And the number 8 spot, I think the figures, again, obviously, really help this set. 75079 Shadow Troopers. I think those Shadow Guards are amazing. If you don't know, those are from the original Force Unleashed game. A very niche character or figure for Lego to have made, but I'm very happy that they did. Very happy. I think they nailed them, and they're really cool figures. Also, those Shadow Troopers are very cool as well. I don't know if I like the gray scheme compared to the black that they've gone back to as much. I kind of prefer the black, but still really like those Shadow Troopers. Number 7 spot, 75156 in Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. What isn't there to say about this set? The ship design is amazing. Lego actually was like, they wanted to make this shuttle instead of, they were actually going to make it's not the Theta class. The big transport, I'll throw up a picture and name here. I apologize, I don't remember off the top of my head. But they wanted to, Disney wanted them to do that, but Lego's like, actually, can we make Krennic shuttle instead? They nailed it. Such a beautiful design. Amazing minifigure lineup from Krennic's, really amazing. That was the first, at the only time we get Death Troopers, K2SO, and some more, just solid set. Definitely one of the best Imperial sets that Lego's ever made. And the number 7 spot definitely could have been higher, but again, hard to choose. This is, again, tiny bit of personal bias here for this one. 75154 TIE Striker. I just really like TIE fighters. I think this design, again, is amazing. Probably Krennic Shuttle is better, but for me, I like the TIE Striker just a little bit better, so I put it just a little bit better. You'll have to forgive me. Breaking the number 5 spot. Kind of had some problems like another battle pack, but I think the other figures carry. Galactic Empire battle pack. This is the Battlefront 2 battle pack. That Imperial Shock Trooper is fantastic. Oldman the Bricks knows where it's at. Just love that Imperial Shock Trooper. The battle damage Stormtroopers are something I never thought we'd see, but are very amazing to be able to have in a collection and to get a little bit different of a Stormtrooper. And then the Imperial Crewmen, probably, unfortunately, the stinker in the set, it's okay, especially the starter store was out around then. You could use them to fill up your Imperial capital ships, but still, could have used, maybe it would have been nice for like a Shadow Trooper or or a scout trooper or another shock trooper, but still an amazing set, and in my opinion, one of the best of the decade, one of the best battle packs that LEGO's made. And in the number 5 spot, let me know down below if you agree or not. In the number 4 spot, I have 75054 AT-AT Walker. This is actually my personal collection AT-AT, or this is the version of the AT-AT that I have in my collection. Really solid really solid minifigure lineup. Definitely a vast improvement in like the AT-AT driver design. Really like that. Very solid set. The number 3 spot, perhaps the best, if not the best, Imperial Battle Pack of all time, at least in my opinion, 75165 Imperial Trooper Battle Pack. This is the Rogue One that came with 2 of those amazing 2014 Stormtroopers, as well as 2 of the amazing Death Troopers. Solid battle pack, one of the best, I think the best Imperial Battle Pack LEGO's ever made, and definitely contender for the best battle pack of the decade, and that's going up against some massive hitters in the 2010s. Number 2 spot, 75211 Imperial TIE Fighter. I think this is by far the best TIE Fighter design that LEGO has made. Backing that up is an incredible minifigure lineup with the Mud Stormtrooper, or Mimban Stormtrooper, Han Solo in his Imperial Trooper uniform, Tobias Beckett in Imperial Officer uniform, just some really cool mud stains and stuff on him. Solid minifigure lineup, one of the best sets, and again, one of the best TIE Fighters that LEGO has made, or excuse me, I think, as I said, the best TIE Fighter that LEGO has made, and one of the best Imperial sets. The best Imperial set, in my opinion, from I think this list, I said 2013 in the beginning. It's 2014, I apologize. 2014 to 2019. Very short amount of time. We've had 24 sets in a 5-year timeline. This is what I think the best set is. 75055 Imperial Star Destroyer. A massive design improvement, I think, over the last one, and just how it looked, the sleekness, the overall capture of the Star Destroyer, absolutely amazing. I think the minifigure lineup was solid. Unfortunate to just miss out on the Darth Vader redesign, but still nice to have Darth Vader. Have that very coveted hologram of Emperor Palpatine that many people want now, obviously, for their Commander Cody. Couple of amazing of the new Stormtroopers at the time. One of the only sets, I think perhaps the only set to come out with them that year, or one of them. Like, that was like one of the first sets, if not the first set, to have the figures of those new Stormtroopers in there for a while until the Battle Pack came out. They were very expensive because they only came in expensive sets, and people wanted them because they're amazing Stormtroopers. A fantastic new design on the Imperial Navy Trooper, and then a nice Imperial Captain and Crewman. So definitely, in my opinion, the best Imperial set of 2014 to 2019. But let me know down below if you guys agree with my list, where you would have different things. What is your favorite Imperial set? If you've made it this far, please comment down below what your favorite Imperial set is from 2014 to 2019. If you haven't already, please consider leaving a like if you enjoyed the video. If you haven't, please subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.